Hello, and welcome back, everyone, to Total War 3 Kingdoms with Yuan Shao. So we are going straight into a couple of problems today. We have the problems of low satisfaction between Yuan Shang and Zhao Yun. The lowest, well, they're both on a total of 14. Yuan Shang's is solely from minus 36 malice of a higher court position. This is what he wants. We have something similar with Zhao Yun. However, there's more purposes for his lack of satisfaction. The most mine is a lack of purpose, but it does have some hostilities within this faction by the looks of things. We'll look at his stuff over here. In world characters as such, I can't remember where we looked through. So he doesn't like. Doesn't like Yen. Doesn't really like anyone, to be honest. It doesn't like Yen Liang. Doesn't like Shun Yu or Shu You or even Zhang He. And this is because he's battled them before and lost to them. Hopefully those will change over time. But he's also got the wants a higher court position. We've got the recent events thing as well, which will leave after a certain time. But I think now is the time to start recruiting higher court positions here. So we might even put him into. Might put him into the Grand Excellency, but if he does defect, that will cause a civil war. So what I might do, could upgrade or promote Shun Yu, in fact, to Grand Excellency. And then bring Zhao Yun in as an administrator. Might not be a bad idea. Could do that, confirm that. That will help out a tad. And it will also actually increase the public order. So that is very, very useful indeed. Where do we want to put him? He's going to be more helpful for industry. Who gets a lot of industry from Ping Yuan. And that, I think, is probably the best place to put him. We could put him in Anping. There is a little bit of industry there, and we do have to worry about our public order there. However, I think we get the most out of here in Ping Yuan, and we're certainly going to do that then. Oh, that is very, very useful indeed. So let's have a look at his own satisfaction now. Can't quite see him at the moment because we are assigning him, but we do need to still sort out Yuan Shang. And really, I was thinking about just getting rid of him, to be honest, because that will sort out a little bit of salary, and I'm not really planning on using him in the near future, to be honest. Got enough of his type, got enough commanders as it is. Could even send him in as a administrator and source out. We could promote Yuan Shao. Could do that. Let's try that out. Let's try this out. Come on, administrator. Why can't we do that? It's because he's currently an assignee. So that's not to worry there. That'll hurt us in the short run there while we sort that out. But if we go to assignments, where is he? Does have 3 turns left, but we'll recall him for now. We could send him as administrator as soon as possible. Here's Zhao Yun. So he's now fairly satisfied, quite middling. But we do just need to wait for that recent events, and that will really source himself out, because that's minus 30 at the moment. That is terrible. But if we give Yuan Shang an administrative position, he should be fine for himself. And that's looking pretty damn decent. What can we do with our buildings then? Can't really get any more assignments and such. I might want to try and recruit a new character because we don't have many at court still. But we do need to sort out our character salaries payouts. Can't move anyone at the moment. They have run out of movement points. So the plan really is to start going into Yobei Ping. And of course, these 2 commanderies over here, they are a tad split. This goes up more northerly into the mountains over here, I believe. And that would be excellent. We'll completely wipe off Gongsun Zan, and that would be a lot of money coming in because there's some commercial trade ports in this area towards this coast. So that's excellent for us. Some really good final expansion there into the north. It'll be quite secure in that area. So without any more dilly-dally, let's go straight away. And he's used one of his own councillors and such to destroy the supplies of Zhang He, reducing the replenishment and military supplies for 11 turns is massive. Liu Chong has been assassinated by Yuan Shao as well, so that will change our diplomatic relations and such. Character developments, Yuan Shao is ready for battle, that's all good, or ready for juicy. So he's up here, that's excellent. That's reducing recruitment costs. Yan Liang's increasing income from peasantry, and we have income from industry as well from Shun Yu. Can we get then Yuan Shang over here? That is actually really sourcing him out for satisfaction, even as a basic administrative position. However, it's not going to be the best because he does increase corruption. But that does still go in with the minus 30% here, so we are outweighing that a tad. So, where do we want to bring him in? Probably Amping. Let's see. Huane is giving us the most income at the moment, so I think we get the most out of that once again, so we'll go for that. And that'll be fine there. So how are we looking? At minus 100 income, that is absolutely terrible. I'm trying to figure out exactly why. Outside must just be the character salaries really hurting us there. It looks like we've lost food trade diplomacy as well, because we suddenly have a loss of food back in. What we might want to do is increase our taxes very spicily. It will force a rebellion over here in Anping, but there's not a lot we can do about that, unfortunately. We can also increase satisfaction with Yuan Shao over here faction-wide, which will really help us out, and reduce corruption in a commandery. So I don't think we have a lot of corruption about anyway, because we are still rather low on general income. So we will send him to Anping, because that does have one of the higher amounts of corruption. We'll do that, increase satisfaction, like so. It's really only Yan Tan and Yan Shang once again that are really bad. Shu You's not the worst. He does want some sort of court position, but once we get the administrators going, that'll be all good. Going to move Yuan Shao over then because he has fully recovered. Get some sight over at Tuyin over here in Youbei Ping. It looks like we can go for that straight away, and that's excellent. So we'll starve that out, and we can also through that. And I think we'll push Zhang He around as well, so he can capture the rest of this commandery. We are going to put him in 4 stance for now. And that's all good. That's interestingly helped our income there. So really, we just need to get back on the food trade, I think, for our income at the moment. So yeah, let's try for that then. Who is particularly low on food? Not Liu Bei anymore. We've supported him through that. Not going to bother with Gongsun Zan. We could look at Cao Cao to even increase our relations there. That might be the best. Tao Chen is on minus 10. Could go for Yuan Shu as well, who has assassinated Liu Chong. We'll have a look at that. We might even try to support his legitimacy, because he'll like that. Let's offer a food trade. We will go down a little bit because we want some food left for ourselves. Can we get any ancillaries off of him and such? No, we can't. That's unlucky. So just the money. Just the money. As if that's ever a bad thing. And there we go. We're going to get 586 off of him for that. That will increase our relations quite a bit with him. That's quite useful because he's our cousin. And he's rather powerful. We were also thinking about increasing our tax rate. That will get us a little more food from farming as well, but it will reduce public order across the board by -6. So really, we're going to have to watch out for Anping and Wei, but we'll sort Wei out within a few turns. We do have a minor army over here to try and deal with that. What we'll do is we'll add some G militia to sort us out for now. And we should get a rebellion within a couple turns. And we'll try and sort that out as that comes around. So it's internal problems today, guys. Alrighty, so we've got a lot of messages over the end turn here. Looks like Liu Chong has been replaced by Gongsun Zan over here. We've got a Yellow Turban in Polyang, it's nowhere near us, I believe. Got a mission to gain Imperial Favour, so at the start of your turn, should have at least 10 food. We have 26, so over the next time we get some more Imperial Favour. Not necessarily bad there at all. We've got a small city in Pingyuan, excellent. Actually gaining increasing happiness at the moment, and we are struggling, of course, for income. We might actually want to quickly build a school over here, just because we want to get our character salaries down, and that will open up the reform to do so. So we can do that and then maybe demolish it, we'll see. Characters, no one particularly interesting. We're trying to cut down on our outgoing salary payments. We've got the possible labour recruiter here as well. We might sell him off for certain diplomatic enhancements there. Yuan Shao does actually have a skill point available, which we neglected to look at. So, what do we want to give him? I think we're going to go for... these are all really, if he's a higher tier councillor of some sort, isn't he? Factionaire and such. Might go towards here so he gets the stability, actually. We can keep him as an administrator like so. Don't need to give him anything else, really. That'll do. How are we looking over here then? Let's start sieging down Yuan. Siege that down. I should remember actually to build some siege equipment, and that'll just be the garrison in there, so we can do a decisive auto-resolve battle over there soon. We'll march on over here. We're taking them out of force at the moment. Can we see anything about? Not just yet. We're going to leave this for the minute. Try and march on over here a little more. How much more movement do we get if we force a little more? Yeah, there we go. We get a little bit of sight. There's nothing in Linyu over here, so the whole province of Yuan should be up for grabs. And part of that reason is because we did destroy a second army from Gongsun Zan, if you remember in the previous episode, tried coming down towards Anping and such. We did manage to destroy that. So that's opened up the rest of Gongsun Zan's provinces, and that will mean it's so much easier to just walk through here. So the challenge over there is pretty much disappeared now. The only challenge now is stabilising our economy and making sure we're not relying so much on the diplomacy income. Speaking of diplomacy, we're going to see if we can get any quick non-aggression pacts. We're going to get one with Yuan Shao. Don't need to negotiate that. He's on a... that will go through. Excellent. What about with other people? Not Liu Yu, because we want to declare war on them later. Liu Biao might be a decent idea. And we might be able to negotiate something a little more out of that. We were thinking we do have 2 labour recruiters, so we'll give him one there. We might just request a flat payment there. It'll be quite minor, but it'll still be something. And there we go, 158, we'll certainly take that. And that's just more diplomatic relations increased there. We're only at war with Gongsun Zan and Dongzhuo. Don't really want to go to peace with either of them just yet. We might go for military access as well with Liu Biao. Just trying to increase relations there. I'm not going to try and get any more money out of that. We'll just sign that as it is to get the improved relations from that more favourable deal there. Because we want to open up possibilities for future coalitions to get our lineage moving as well, and so we can expand a little more southerly in more comfort there. So once again, just going to end the turn and we'll take Yuan over the next turn. And in fact, the enemy is trying to break the siege here, so it shouldn't be inside the city walls there. So we'll go in, delegate that, get our cavalry to charge around. It should be fairly easy win there. With that victory, we have managed to just push down the garrison there a fair bit. Didn't manage to chase off everyone from that battle, but that will mean we do have to do another auto-resolve off of that, but not to worry. What we can do from that then is just get a little bit of income, because we're a bit pressed for money, and we'll see how that goes over the end turn. And with that being said, we can see a fair few interesting diplomatic deals going on over here. Zhongjiang is going to be a later problem for us as we move towards it and remove the bandit forces remaining from Jiangyan previously. We do have our school up here now, which will give us a little more character experience faction-wide, but more importantly, it does unlock the reform to reduce character salaries. Could try and upgrade this lodge to increase our income from commerce there, but is there anywhere else perhaps which might be able to get upgraded? We've got the title Master of Writing for having 10 non-aggression packs, which is excellent. Got an imminent rebellion in Anping, but that's fine, we're planning for that. So what else might we be able to upgrade really? Go for this lodge in Bohai, the land surveying office in Bohai. Go for the mail post over here at Huane as well. Not necessarily bad. Pingyuan might be the place to go for though. I think we certainly go for that. Let's go for the lodge up there, which is excellent. Try and get Tuyin over here for the capital of the province. There we go. That should give us some decent income and such. We'll secure and occupy that. Very nice indeed. So traits again for Yuan Shao Defiant, which increases our morale when defending and reduces attrition, or actually increases the hostile attrition, which is not bad, but that's when he's administered. We're not going to be doing that. He's gained a rank as well, very useful. We've got the Tunic of Divination. We'll give that to Shu Yo. Let's upgrade Yuan Shao to begin with though. Let's actually double check if we can't get Composure just yet. We'll move over to that later on though. So probably don't need to worry about this at the moment for Yuan Shao. Might want to go for this passive buff I think we've been aiming for, haven't we? Well, we could get the active buff for charge resistance and melee evasion later on. Actually, this would be quite useful right now, the +1 starting rank for all recruits faction-wide. And we will get access to that because we are the faction leader, so we're going to go for that. It will increase his expertise as well. I think that's really what we can do for him. We're going to give the Tunic to Shuyo. That just increases armor and his cunning a tad. Give it a little more survivability there. We'll try and take Lin Yu as well. No need to fight that one. Be quite easy. There you go, only 79 loss. All good there, all good there. Did lose a bit of Imperial favour though. That's okay. A bit more experience for Zhang He as well, and that has removed Gongsun Zan's territory towards this north over here, so it does only have these provinces or commanderies over here at the moment. So Zhang He has also gained a rank. We're going to go for the charge negate as planned for previously. And that'd be very useful. Let's see then. So, with Yobei Ping, we do have a commercial trading port, so that will increase our income from commerce, give us some prestige as well. And agricultural construction will be reduced in costs as well. So this will be a lot of food coming in and money as well. We do actually already have some well-established commerce type of buildings, increasing our income from commerce and trade influence. We don't have any available assignments at the moment though, or no one to actually fill up our final assignment slot. We will go to war with Gongsun Du later on because I would like this toolmaker over here. That will come in useful. That'd be some nice industrial income as well. But we do need to completely remove Gongsun Zan as well, because he does have an iron mine over here as well as the horse pastures. So that's something for the future. Of course, we can't move just yet, and this is just warning us about an imminent rebellion as well. We can certainly deal with that. We do have the troops over here, should be fine, as long as we get that, nip that in the bud as soon as possible. I might just get one more unit of G Militia to sort us out a little harder, but it'll all be good there. And then we can just sit in there and watch our public order increase over there. Can we do anything more from diplomacy? Any quick deals perhaps? Non-aggression pacts with Zhang Yan. Does have land we might want later on, I think, so won't bother with that just yet. So we'll look at doing some deals with someone else maybe. What about Martung? It's really not too much of a bother, to be honest. It's quite far away. Not a lot we can do then at that point. Don't want to give away more food, do we? Is there anyone that really needs food? Tao Qian did need some previously. Trading already with Yuan Shao, I believe. So I don't think we need to worry so much about that. We'd like to get our rank up to Marquis though, which will really help us out. Give us some more administrative positions as well. And how long to our next reform? 2 more turns, so we'll think about that as well. Let's get going though. Interestingly, Gongsun Zan is in a coalition with Gongsun Du, but that should be fine as long as they don't declare a war jointly with us or get any aid in that ongoing war. Should be fine though. We do have another noble birth of Yuan Kai though. That's going to pose some problems in the future when he comes of age with satisfaction and such. Getting a bit of satisfaction for Xun Yu for a little bit of time. We do have that rebellion to watch out for. But for now, the question remains, what do we do with this empty building slot in the province of Wei? We're looking at a UN administration office because that does increase our public order as well as increase all income from all sources. And that will later on, if we double check, I think the later tiers, that will give us more lineage. So that's a nice boost to that. However, we might also want to look at a Confucian temple for that more increased public order, and that will also, I think, unlock a reform if we look over. Where is it? There we go. So yeah, that will unlock the reform for more permanent and passive public order bonus, which will be very much needed, and it will also reduce our character salaries, which is also very much needed in the long run there. So I think really looking at the Confucian Temple, it's got the same upkeep costs as the Yuan Administration Office. We're going to go for the Confucian Temple here. We're going to look at our other events here. Nothing really of note there. Clay Pig, so that's not so bad. Bit of Oathsworn there. We do have to look at this particular army over here. We're just going to delegate this, and that's all brilliant there. A little bit of loot, but that will certainly source out a bit of public order. We're going to take the money of that as well there. If we move them back into Shindu over here, how's that looking? It is a +5 at the moment. We'll see how that changes because it's a little bit of military crackdown largely there, isn't it? So we'll see. What can we do with these guys there? Do we move straight in to Junmi over here? I think we should do. Or we could just bring Jianghuo over to do that over the next few turns. So we'll try for that. We might have some problems with public order though, because where can we sit over here? Yeah, it's over here. So the faction support isn't necessarily as good as we'd like it to be. So if that's not going to be as good as we'd like it to be, what we can do actually is keep Jianghuo over here for the next few turns to sort that out, and then he can go straight on to Liaoxi or Liaoxi over here. I forget how to pronounce that. If anyone can tell me, that'd be great. But I think what we're going to do is we'll send Yuan Shao straight over into Junmi over here. Just because I'm a tad scared that Gongsun Zan will be able to pull an army out of his arse. So this is actually quite a substantial garrison over here. So I think we will certainly fight this ourselves. It's not necessarily a difficult battle. Just take a map view, that should be quite open. That's quite interesting. It's really closed off mine assessment there. So we'll still fight it, but what we'll do, try and draw them out there, I suppose. Looks like it's going to be a Lance Cavalry Captain. Interesting. So how have the enemy actually set up? Well, they've barred off all of their entrances, only 3 entrances with spearmen, which means we're going to have to push up, I think, with our main force over here and try and tempt them out with our archers. Just press the correct. There we go. It's moving over. That should be roughly within range there. Don't need to worry about running and such. We'll try and hide in the woodlands over here though, and bring our cavalry up here to try and pounce on them on the flank there. Just speed up there because we're only waiting for people to move. That should be good enough. What have we got over here? We've got to bring in a few units, which is rather interesting. I did think also in all of our archers, but not to worry. Doesn't make a lot of difference here. We'll specifically try to get the G militia over here, and then we can run in Gongsun Zan, perhaps try and get the mounted saber militia and such out into our spears. So we'll bring these out forwards once our archers have moved up. Move them up over here. Get a bit of distance between them, but they are retreating away there. So we're just going to push up a little more. This does put us in range. We might as well just send our spears in to capture the point here so we do stop taking so much fire. And therefore, with that being said, we'll put some G militia onto these flanks to protect our archers. As you can see, they might just run in there. So we'll bring Yuan Shao up and Shu Yo for some morale support. We'll bring the rest of our army up as well here because we will need them a bit. Let's bring back over here and run back because it looks like they're coming through for a charge now. So what we'll do is we will halt here and brace for that. Run through as quickly as possible though. Yeah, brace for that, all good. Take that on the brunt, that's how you want to do it. So with that being said, what we'll do is we'll fire actually onto the raider cavalry because they don't have much missile evasion. Not a lot of means. We'll bring in these units here and we'll see why the hell we're moving up. So we don't need to move up. And we'll bring in the Yuan Shao to actually fight in here as well. Bring in Shu Yo for a little more support there. That's rather hectic, because this is actually quite the bloody minor defensive battle. We're taking fire from that, from these archery towers over here. Should have watched out for that. That's routed off some G militia there. What we should do then is force our way in with some saber militia there, and actually fire on the G militia actually with our archers here if possible. What's routed off there again? Some more G militia. It's because of all of this. Very, very tough mine assessment for what it is actually. We're starting to rout some cavalry now, so bring in our own here to try and just follow those off. And what we'll do is we'll charge in Yuan Shao into the back, get him onto the saber militia. Make sure we're firing on these G militia and such. We're bringing our warriors of Yi over here. We are getting somewhere. Just pull back over here and get our spears onto the flanks here. There we go, cavalry sourcing that out. They have chassed, it's all good there. And they are coming out with their G militia now, which is great. Come on, just make sure we are firing on them. Quite the mess. Who's fleeing now? Some more G militia by the looks of it. Getting a bit bogged down here. Try and capture this actually while we're free. Come in on the backs here, I think, if possible. Still idling over here, they are. Try and get a charge in here to increase our morale and such. Have captured this tower, gateway. Losing a bit of health. I think we charge in over here, we'll be able to start shape. There we go, now we're rousting them off. Lovely rear charge to help with that. We'll get Yuan Shao if we can over here, so we'll bring him up this way. Charge on our cavalry. Into here. We have broken their main body, finally. It's taken some work though. It's taken a lot of work. Bring in the warriors over here with you. Try and capture the tower. Bring in Shao to help out with that because he does have more capture power. Start firing on the cavalry. And bring our spears up to support that. Shouldn't have been so bloody though. But brute force is the order of the day. There's just a couple silly mistakes, as ever. Would it be one of my videos if there weren't some silly mistakes? We'll pull these spears back. And there we go, the enemy is pretty much shattered. I think we will charge on Yuan Shao to pick up the main base there. And that should be about it. And there we go, not quite the victory we were looking for, but a victory nonetheless. We are going to start losing Imperial favour, as we said in the previous episode. Because the Emperor's come of age, he doesn't like the Han Empire and the warlords fighting amongst each other. We're going to secure and occupy once again, because that's not really been a hindrance on our lineage. It's been able to bounce up and down with that as planned. So Zhang He is going to stay in here just to watch out for the faction support. That will increase over time. And with Yuan Shao, looks like he does have a skill point available. I would love for him to be in an army at some point very soon. So I'm wondering exactly what to give him here. I think the movement range is always useful. And then that moves into replenishment, and then the hamstring ability, which is very nice for duels. Could we give him a better weapon? Not just yet. We'll think about that closer to actually giving him an assignment in an army. We'll give him the labour recruiter for that little bit of extra resolve and the assignment option there. We're looking at pretty decent satisfaction across the board now, actually. So that's pretty damn decent. That's actually giving us the more military supplies and less corruption overall, because everyone's satisfied. And the replenishment over here after that battle is absolutely, we can live with that. It's all good. And we've managed to get ourselves an iron mine for 300 income from industry. So this is absolutely going to have to be an industry focused area in Guangyang. So we'll be focusing the commander of G later on. Let's see if we can have a look. Actually, we can't notice the garrison at the moment, so it'll be a bit of a mystery. What can we do with our income though at the moment? We might want to upgrade the coastal trading ports, but that's only an extra 30 income at the moment. If we go for, well, that's it's not a lot of income increase wherever we go. Might want to save us at the moment. What could we get across the board? Haven't upgraded anything in Huanei for a while. Might want to go for more peasantry at the moment, really. If we go for the land registry in Bohai for now, that'll do. That'll do. Look into the future with that. Might just actually push in over here a tad, see if we can get sight over here. Not the biggest army actually from Gongsun Zan, and nothing in Liaoxia over here. So we can certainly walk straight in and have a look at that. The very minor garrison on the province capital. So it'll just be a case of starving that out as well and hoping they come out and break the siege for that. And at the end of that turn, we've got a few things popping off here. Yuan Shao has declared his intentions, so we're going to get a mission quite likely to try and declare war on him and crush him in the name of the Emperor very soon. We do have a Confucian shrine in Wei. That's neutralised our public order problems at the moment, so we are going to spend a lot of our money now to upgrade that, and so we do get some positive public order there. We are able to get our reform up now. And what do we want to go for? An extra administrator position is always useful. But we do need that second tier Confucian temple for that public order. So what we're going to do is start looking at our character salary to begin with. And we're going to do that by going for private tutors to increase character experience. And then that certainly unlocks the character salary later on. What else is this unlocked? That's unlocked simple archers. Now, that's very useful indeed. So, what are we looking at? Interestingly enough, Gongsun Zan does now have a bit of an army over here. So if we do go to war with him, we want to sort that out as quickly as possible. So we'll move actually over in this direction. ready to declare war later on. And it looks like Gongsun Zan does actually have an army of his own. He did actually offer us Zhuo Lu for peace recently. I wonder if we might be able to wangle that around for a peace treaty later on. But I do want to complete this commandery. Yeah, he does have a full army over here. No particularly legendary characters, but it's a rather nasty army with a multiple bolt crossbow over here, some fair archers, a juggernaut flamethrower, and some decent Janmajian infantry over here, which can do a lot of damage. But they don't have any missile block chance, but they do have a fair bit of armour. So do have to watch out for that. It's going to be an interesting fight if we do manage to take it on with Yuan Shao. But I think we're going to be looking at closing this one off fairly soon. It's been a bit empty, I think, this episode. We can see Liu Bei is actually starting to advance over towards Luoyang over here. He has taken Qi Pass with this particular army over here, led by Chou Huishu over here. That might be interesting. We'll see how this army moves. But I wonder if we might be able to do anything with Gongsun Zan. Do we actually have any missions to really destroy him? Yeah, it is completely destroy that. So that would be useful for our public order actually for a bit. We can't vassalize him either because we're not quite marquee yet. So we need 20 more faction prestige there. So we won't be going for peace with him. I think we do actually have to completely destroy him, unfortunately. Juice the Han, we need to at the start, the Liu Yu should have 10 food. Okay, fair enough, that's the one we're missing out on then. So what is our Imperial favour looking like? It's not too bad, it's at 73, it's certainly not horrible. Not a lot we can do with that though at the moment. Might be worth getting our faction councils sorted out actually, now that we're able to do that with these two Grand Excellencies and Grand Commandants. We will actually, I think, get the public order in Huane Huaixian up actually. I think that's probably for the best. Let's have a look at how that's standing at the moment actually. Yeah, that's not great. So we do want to sort that one out. That'll cost us 500, that's a loss of money, but we'll do it. What does Yuan Shao want though? Increase public order faction-wide for less money. It's a good thing we looked at that, and increase population growth, meaning more tax income. Yes, please. I will certainly pay 200 money for that. Excellent. Oh, now that really will sort us out with public order. How long was that? 5 turns? I'll certainly take that. Certainly take that. And that is why we need a faction council. So I think what we'll do is we'll end this turn, have a look at fighting Yang Yi over here, and maybe take Liu Cheng from the Liaoxia province. But interestingly enough, over the end turn, Sima Baomeng over for the, if you remember, she took over Zhang Yan's provinces after we killed him. She's declared war on us as well, so I have to watch out for an army there. We've got the problem of forest fires in Bohai as well. It looks like they've been caused by Gongsun Zan, which is rather sad. So we have to deal with that. That's our major province buildings being damaged, as well as our land registry. So that's basically all of our income from that turn just spent on repairing that. We can't let that slide, unfortunately. Character developments, no one of note to recruit. And that army from Gongsun Zan has magically disappeared, let's say. We're going to move over here. Just double check, because we weren't able to set an ambush previously. We do need 25% movement range. And that gives us 27, so we'll be able to do that. Gives us a bit more sight as well to see where that army has gone to. It is just over here. We do just about cover the road over here. So if that army does decide to go for Yobei Ping, should be able to ambush that. What we are going to do though is go for this particular army. It does have a minor garrison over here to back us up, but I think we'll certainly be able to do that. We will attack this. That's going to put our relationships down with pretty much the people we don't like, so that's all good for me. And we'll certainly do that. We will demand surrender. And Alright, free territory. Love it. You can't say no to free territory. Really can't say no to that. Okay, well, I think we'll end the turn and see if this army comes on over, but otherwise that will be the end of the episode because we are running out of time, unfortunately. But a very nice tool forge there for more prestige and income from industry. And bloody Gongsun Zan's in a coalition with Dong Zhuo. We really need to destroy this person because he's being a little bit silly. Gongsun Shuxiang has been succeeded by Luo Jun. That's all good. We have actually signed a non-aggression pact with the bandit Zhongjiang over here simply because they offered a little bit of money as well. So not a lot of territory to take off over Sima Baomeng over here. We do need to be wary about an army coming out of nowhere from there. I think what we'll do is we will recall this army for now to free up some income. That's really helped us out there because we do have that public order effect going on at the moment. With the Pingyuan over here, I think we might leave that for now once again. The Confucian Temple has been upgraded to tier 2. Where else might we want to spend some money is the question. Don't get any more prestige at the moment from upgrading there. I think we get the more food and peasantry income over in Tuyin so that we do also get an increase in population there. And what we'll do is we'll move over here to spot that. And that will be the end of the video there, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, it has been a little more economy focused as we mop up Gongsun Zan's territory. But now that we do have the get the little bit of this province over here, that will be the extent of our northern borders sorted out over in these provinces. And then we can start thinking about mopping up Zhang Yan's territory, and then we might look at going balls to the walls and making a bid for the emperor, who does sit all the way in Chang'an over here. And that will be very, very tough indeed. We'll have to sort out our coalitions and alliances to even pass through there and then directly take on Dong Zhuo, who is very strong indeed. But thank you for watching. Please do leave your feedback in the comments section below. It is very much appreciated as ever. So I hope to see you in the future. May all of your nights and days be auspicious. Goodbye.